Me too, Rabbi.
All right, so let's do this.
Let's do it.
Whoever joins us, joins us.
All right. Here we go. Let's go on the journey that we've never been on. Let's walk down a path that's been long overgrown. Let's find a new way, a new day, a new dawn. Let's write a new song. Not even sure how it goes. Not even sure how it goes. Well, everybody knows there's so many roads. Some get you high, some get you low. Oh, so many roads. What you believe can't be set in stone. The more you see, the less you know. It's not where you're going, but the way that you get there. The people you meet along the way. Love is the answer, it's one thing we all share. Give it away everywhere that you go, to everyone that you know. Well, everybody knows there's so many roads. Some get you high, some get you low. Oh, so many roads. What you believe can't be set in stone. The more you see, the less you know.
Bim bam.
Shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim bim bam, bim bim bam.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All right, just out of curiosity, if you were here last week and you heard my Josh last week, how many people pulled over for an enemy? Okay, all right, a couple. All right, we got a few. Next week, I'm looking for more. All right? They weren't an enemy until you pulled over. All right. I was reflecting on a lot of the texts that we have learned in my 8 months being here as a spiritual counselor, and I was trying to think about what's the most essential text that I've learned while here. And of course, it comes from Rabbi Mark via Heschel, or Heschel via Rabbi Mark. And it has to do with reciprocity. So I'm going to read a little bit of it. The primary experience with which we begin our infancy and continue into our childhood is obtaining and seizing things we care for. Developing and entering maturity, we become involved in giving and providing for those we care for. He goes on to say, we receive continually. Our very being is a gift in the form of an enigma. I love this. Every breath of fresh air is inhalation of grace. Fullness of existence, a personal being, is achieved by what we offer in return. How shall I ever repay the Lord all the bounty he has given to me? Is a genuine question of man. The dignity of human existence is in the power of reciprocity. And I was trying to think of why that text has hit me so hard this year. I think part of it is because as a father, I see my son and I see my wife who's pregnant, and I think, did my parents do all of this for me? I'm 39 years old and they're still doing so much for me. And okay, I have to give back. I get that part, but really, they did this much? And I put them through a lot of, yeah, thank you. Is that you, Kathy? Appreciate it. I was trying to go one drosh without cursing, you know? Good point. And whether or not it's because of my parents and what they've done for me, but every breath of fresh air is inhalation of grace. Generations of generations of generations and billions and billions and billions of years of unfolding in order for me to just take this one breath. In order for all of us to be here in this room is just, it's overwhelming. There's so much. How can I ever pay that back? What debt do I owe? That's the part Rabbi Mark says, right? What debt do I owe now? Now that I know this, now that I have this insight, how do I pay back? And yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. We can give charity, we can do acts of good deeds, we can take care of our kids. But I think the most important thing we can do is live a life of dignity. live a life that is filled with integrity, that's based on values, right? All that unfolding, everything that happened, and now I'm just going to throw it away? How do I live a good life? The best thing I can repay is living a good life. So I can repay my parents and put that forward for my kids. What do we owe? Shabbat Shalom. We're going to continue on with a little nigun. Blow out the schmutz of the week and breathe in the joy of Shabbat. Some of the ways we do that is by welcoming the angels, the ministering angels of God's holy court. And just that we welcome angels, let's welcome each other. So turn to somebody next to you, maybe to somebody you know, somebody you don't know. Breathe in Shabbat, welcome each other to this holy, sacred space.
So, I got a question for you, Rabbi Joseph. So, I don't know about you, but I think it's a little too sedate. So, sedate, too, relaxed. People are in their chairs, they're schmoozing, right? Like you can hear them schmoozing, right? So, I'm wondering if maybe we should have everybody stand to welcome the ministering angels, as you said. Right?
What are the ministering angels again?
Enough. All right. So let's do Shalom Aleichem. We're going to stand up for Shalom Aleichem, and we're going to sing together. Are you ready, Cantor Nate? All right.
Shalom Alechem Malachi Hasharet Malachi Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu השלום מלאכי עליון. ממלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. לי 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 Shalom, Malachei, Hashalom, Malachei, Melech, Malachei, Hamlachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu. Seitem Shalom, Malachei, Hashalom, Malachei, Melech, Malachei, Hamlachim, Akadosh Baruch Hu.
All right, keep it going with Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash.
You want to dance, Reb?
I want to see you dance.
on.
I always want to see. I'll join. I always want to see. Wait.
We have four dancers. He won't bend to peer pressure. That's a good thing. Here we go. Shirul Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shirul Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru Meyom Neshuato, Sapru Vegoyim Kevodo Bechol Ha'amim Niflotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, Umolal Meod, Norahu, Bial Kol Elohim, Lai Lai La Lai Lai, Lai La Lai Lai, Ya Lai La Lai Lai, Ya La Lai, Ya La Lai, Ya Lai La Lai Lai, Lai La Lai Lai, Ya Lai La Lai Lai, Ya La Lai, Ya La Lai, Ya Lai La Lai Lai, Ya Lai, Ya Lai, Ya Lai La Lai Lai, Ya La Lai Lai Lai, Lai 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 Lai, Lai 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 Lai, Lai 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 Lai, Lai 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 Lai. Thank you. Thank you, rabbis.
Good moves, Nate.
That was good. Well coordinated.
Okay, tzedakah. So last week in our Torah portion, at the very end, when the Israelites received all of the laws, they say this very famous line, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will do, and then we will understand. And Rabbi Shlomo Alter, he says, the very next thing that God commands the Israelites to do is to make for themselves a sanctuary, to do this act of truma, of giving, their gold, their silver, all of their prized possessions to make this sanctuary. And he says, if you think too much about giving, you're never actually gonna give tzedakah. It has to be an action verb. It has to be, do I give tzedakah? I give. If I think about it too much, you're never gonna get to the point of doing. And tzedakah needs to be one of those mitzvot, one of those commandments that we do before we understand. If we think too much, if we weigh, should I give to this person and not to that person? Just give. And we need...
True with everything, Rabbi, that you should do it and then you'll understand it. If you overthink it, what happens?
Is he testing me? Maybe not for everything. Some things, here's another thing. Go to the Deuteronomy text of that. Deuteronomy chapter 5, when the second 10 commandments are coming, it says, we will understand and we will do. So there are some things that we need to understand first and then do, but tzedakah is not one of them. We need to do it and then we need to understand it. So give generously, please. Thanks, Rebs.
Absolutely. You weren't expecting that, were you? It's all right. Keeps you on your toes. Yeah, absolutely. So we do tshuva out loud here. We ask for forgiveness. In my tshuva group today, every Friday morning, we have a group that's called a tshuva group where we talk about where we hit the mark and where we missed the mark. And every week we have this sheet has two sides, and we don't always take the moment to look at what the words are. So the words that we have on our sheets that we do the tshuva every week are these words. The most unnoticed of all miracles is the miracle of repentance. It's not the same as rebirth. It is transformation, creation. I'm going to go down. Through the forgiving hand of God, harm and blemish which we have committed against the world and against ourselves will be extinguished, transformed into salvation. Tshuva is the way to salvation. So I want to invite, first I know somebody's going to come up and give gratitude, right? You're going to come on. This is Jillian, everybody, if you don't know her. And it's not a coincidence that not everybody, but that a lot of people are wearing this t-shirt, so she's going to tell you a little bit more about it.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Jillian. I'm a grateful member of this community. I didn't know I was going to be standing right here in the front, so I'm a little nervous. But I'm also the marathon coordinator here at Beit Shuva, and if I could have everybody that's running the marathon stand up. So all these guys have been training for the last 5 months in preparation for the LA Marathon, which is March 8th in 9 days. And they've been working really hard. And not only is being part of the marathon team good for the residents as runners and the community members who are giving back, but it's also a way for them to give back to Beit Shuva. And it's part fundraiser, part event, so to speak. And we are still looking for support for our marathon team. All the money that is raised by the runners goes back into the operating budget, and it goes to help provide scholarships for people that can't afford it. So I wanted to first say thank you to everybody who has already so generously supported the marathon team. And I also just wanted to say there's still time for anybody who wants to give to do so. There's pledge cards on the table. You can come see me after. You can call me during the week. And you can also come out and support us on March 8th. There's flyers on the table that show all the info about the block party. We're at mile 19. Everybody from the community comes out to show support. So I'm so proud of all you guys, and I hope to see you guys there.
So if anybody else has a tshuva or gratitude they want to give, so now's the time. So, okay, so we're going to go. I'm going to give Jillian the mic. She's going to go. There you go.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'm a grateful member of this community. So this week I've been here for about 6 months now. It's the longest I've been sober since I think middle school. I had a court date this week, and leading up to it, I was really depressed, anxiety-ridden. Rabbi Ben knows because he's my spiritual how screwed up I was about it. But I wanted to give gratitude to everybody in the community, especially the residents. Everybody's been there for me, and I totally appreciate it. Specifically, Asia, Molly, Austin, and Kyle, because the four of them came with me, as well as Janet, to the court appearance. And like I said, I was sitting there freaking out the whole time, and it ended pretty well. I'm only going to do 30 days, thank God. But also, thank you, Rabbi Ben, for everything. I mean, seriously, everything. You've taught me how to really deal with my emotions, and I haven't felt more of a spiritual connection to anything. And you know how much of a struggle that was for me. I mean, it really was, but I'm finally believing in something greater than myself and not thinking that I'm the gift to the universe and my own God. Still think I'm amazing, but no. I also want to thank Thea because she's been there for me since, she's known about this, the beginning, and I love you, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me. And, yeah, everybody, my parents are here tonight, and without them, I wouldn't have been able to make it this far. Harriet and Rabbi Mark, the fact that you guys took time and came up to me personally and asked me how I was doing and how I'm dealing with this, and I wasn't dealing with it the right way. Rabbi Mark, calling me stupid for not going to the nighttime meetings. That was great. That actually helped a lot. I appreciate you. But, my counselor Bradley, my therapist Danny, you guys helped me through this so much, and I just appreciate it. Everything. Every one of you, seriously, all the residents. I love all of you, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm Jeff Scora. I'm Elias Scora's father, and grateful member of this community too. And Elias is leaving Sunday. He's been here 7 or 8 months now, and I just want to thank everybody here for Elias becoming the person he started out to be to begin with, and it's because of this community and Harriet and Rabbi Mark and everybody here who's given him support and guidance and help. And I'm eternally grateful for all of you. So just want to thank
you. Hello, my name is Julian. I'm a grateful member of this community. I just want to share my gratitude to BTS Shabbat, to Rabbi Mark and Harriet, and to all the donors, and especially to my marathon team. It's been real tough, the training, and in the beginning, I almost thought I couldn't do it, but I've been pushing through it, and it's been very motivational for me to show myself what I can do, and also I'm just really grateful to have this space of healing and to be here, be welcomed, and I'm really grateful for all the residents, for all the growth that I can see in them, and for all the learning experiences I get out of them. I love every one of them, and I was in a very toxic living situation before this, and I had been struggling for 2 years to try to get sober, and I'm finally in a place where I don't have to worry about if I'm gonna have a roof over my head, if I'm gonna have food, if there's any violence gonna happen around me. So I'm just eternally grateful, and yeah, please support us for the marathon team. We still need the support. Everyone on there is working their hardest, and we're all just raising money to get back to what was really given back to us. So thank you.
How you doing? Austin, grateful member and resident of this community. All day. First of all, I'm really grateful for this community. Before I walked in here, I was living in an unhealthy environment. I was really self-centered, down, and isolating, gambling, and just was really unhealthy for me. To this point, I'm just really grateful for the tremendous amount of growth I put into this program and what I've gotten out of it. And I'm grateful to all the residents here as well who've helped me grow since I've been here. And just the change from being self-centered to helping out the community and thinking about everybody else and not just myself. And that's really huge. Also, grateful to the marathon team for all the hard work everybody's put in, everybody who's donated to my page. I'm beyond grateful and thankful for that. Jillian, my counselor, spiritual counselor, Rabbi Joseph, and my therapist, Elena. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm a grateful former resident. Hello. Happy birthday to all the birthday cake takers, but namely happy birthday to Richie. I'm extremely, extremely grateful for you. This is going to be awkward. I'm staring right at you. So I came here 2 years ago, and I had come right from the hospital, and my very first service was when Richie was taking his 4-year cake. And I remember thinking, before I came here, that people in sobriety were lame, and I didn't want to be one of us. And then I saw Richie take his cake, and I was like, wait a second, he's cool. He's really cool. I want to be like this guy. And so I'm extremely grateful that you've become my spirit guide and shown me that just because you're sober, you can still be adventurous, and more so creative, adventurous, and walk with integrity. So happy birthday.
And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for so much. I have to tell you that I'm also grateful for all the birthdays. Everybody's great. Richie, I have a special connection with because Richie comes every Saturday morning and studies with me and with a whole bunch of people. And I remember when you took over the film department of Creative Matters and how great we did with film because of you, and how dedicated you've been all these years to Beit Tshuva, to your recovery, and to everybody you meet, but especially the people here. And to Devin, the fact that you have a year is pretty amazing, really amazing. And Greg's been around for a long time. I mean, Greg's a Lake Street boy, so those days you can't replicate. Nobody would believe what happened on those days, right? So you being here, it lifts both me and Harriet up. And I'm grateful to really everybody, all of the staff and the residents, because you fight the fight. You keep living every day. You keep honoring the courageous choice you made when you walked in, when you made a choice to be in recovery. And it is a courageous choice. And watching you honor it every day is awe-inspiring. That's the only thing I can say. And Canner Nate, he's going to be gone in, 10 days you're leaving, right? So he's going to Florida. I was gonna say that. I play things for drama, remember? And I want to tell you that listening to Thea and Laura, I know that we're in great hands. And also, I hope your game gets better in Florida. I almost tied him. I almost tied him today, so, you know, it was one of those things. And to you, Harriet, okay? I'm trying to think of what's so great about you this week. So I was away all week, and I missed you every day. But what's so great about you is your unwavering support and your unwavering belief in the power of transformation. That you just never give up. You hold on to people and you trust people and you believe in people until they can believe in themselves. And you've done it for so many people and especially for me. And because of you, this place is alive, this place thrives, and this place grows. Because without you, a lot of us would be dead, at least in spirit, if not in body. So you keep saving worlds every day, and you do it so well. Shabbat Shalom.
All right. So right. This is so right. It's a Greg and Nate original. So, you want me to vamp? You want me to fill some time, Laura? How you doing, Laura? So wait, hold on. Nate's going away. For how long are you gone?
I'll be gone for about a week. Monday to Sunday.
Where are you going? Where in Florida?
Orlando.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna play golf. I'm gonna go to Disney World. I'm gonna go to Universal.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun. Family.
All right. Good. Enjoy. All right. Is that enough time? Good. Great. All right. So right. Thank you.
We're not confined to conventional lines. I'm gonna leave doubt aside and give wonder a try. 'Cause when I wake in the morning and I feel the sun's rays, can't help but feel I'll be alright today. I'm starting to see what's been right in front of me all along. And it's so right and Lord, I know right. And it's so right. From daybreak till dawn, I get to do right from evening unto night, and I can't be wrong. If we stand eye to eye, seeing things as they are, well, it's amazing how amazing our road's been so help but know I'll be alright today. I was weak in despair, now I'm finding the strength to move on. And it's so right, Lord, I know right. Yes, it's so right, from daybreak till dawn. I get to do right from evening unto night, and I can't be wrong. All this time I've been floating around with my eyes half closed. All these questions spinning around my mind. Now I know that it's so right, Lord, I know right. Yes, it's so right, from daybreak till dawn. I get to do right from evening unto night, and I can't be wrong. And it's so right. Yes, it is so right. Oh, you know it's so right in the morning and the evening. Oh, it's so right. Yes, it's so right. Yes, it's so right. So right.
Hey, thanks, Greg.
That was impressive. Wow, that was great. Give it up again. Come on. You know, Joseph, when we were Rabbi Joseph, when we were sitting here, I felt like what are those two Muppets that sit in the balcony? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
He doesn't know what I'm talking. Okay, moving right along. We're going to welcome our new members. So. Now we're going to do a Kadima.
Thank you. Okay. So
Shabbat. Let's do it.
Right, Laura's gonna pick it up.
Go, Laura. Wow, that's nicely done, Laura.
Thank you, Rabbi.
That's awesome. You know what? Let's get up on our feet. Let's stand up as we welcome Shabbat. We'll dance around and welcome Shabbat with the words of the Lechado Di.
Shabbat tikla lecha yodi ikrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Toreri kiva oreku minuri uri shiv daveri kevod Adonai Kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
We turn to the doors as we welcome the Shabbat bride, the Shabbat queen. We turn to the doors.
Gam besimcha v'tzola toch emonei amsegola boi chala v'chadodi dikrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela v'chadodi dikrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela v'chadodi dikrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
All right, let's light the candles. So birthdays, come on back up. Come on back up. One. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, there you are. Great. There we go. Right.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshano b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Say I took the name in vain, but I don't even know the name. But if I did, well, really, what's it to ya? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter what you heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Well, maybe there's a God above. All I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not about a cry at night or someone who thinks that he's sort of like. It's a coldness, it's a broken hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Let's give it up for Nate, Laura, Thea, and Greg, and the rest of the band. Nate, remind me to email you about changing where we do this big musical number in relation to the drosh.
Okay.
Just,
Absolutely.
it's always fair to have to follow something like that. Yeah.
Anytime. It's you know.
All right.
You're the one. You know.
All right.
You run the show on the service end.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Woo. That's a great. Thank you. That was great, Greg. I give you the 10. I give you the 10 commandments, all right? Some of you may remember that joke from little movie History of the World. But if you haven't seen that, maybe you've seen other movies. We've all seen depictions of what happened a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, we read about the giving of the Torah at Sinai. We read of the moment when God meets humanity, when people and the divine come in contact, and the beauty of that moment. For just a moment, there was no brokenness. For just a moment, human beings were able to transcend mortality and everything else that keeps us down, and we were able to experience God and the divine. Here, 2 weeks later, here we are. And we come to the parsha called Truma, which Rabbi Joseph mentioned. Truma starts with God saying to Moshe, take all the people whose heart so moves them and have them make a donation and build for me a sanctuary. So 2 weeks ago, we read of this beautiful kiss between God and humanity, this tender moment. And now, 2 weeks later, we have the first capital campaign ever gone for by the Jews. And it actually, to this day, was the best capital campaign that ever existed, because at some point, Moses says, stop giving. People's hearts were so moved to give that they just kept giving and giving and giving, and finally they said it was enough. And God, the commandment to give for this sanctuary, this tabernacle, came from this idea where God said, "V'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tocham," make for me a sanctuary and I will dwell among you. Think about that for a minute. It says, make for me a sanctuary and I dwell among you. What doesn't it say? It doesn't say, make for me a sanctuary and I'll dwell there. Right? Make for me a sanctuary and I will dwell among you. So from that, we understand that God doesn't need an apartment built for God, right? We don't need to build a house for God. We can come to a house of God and worship, but the idea of sanctuary is so much bigger than that. Sanctuary can be a place for us. There's a great song that I know we sing here sometimes. It comes from the Christian tradition, actually. "O Lord, prepare me," right? Kathy loves this song. "O Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true." And then the best part of the song, "And in thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you." So we know this idea that sanctuary can be something we are. We can be sanctuary for other people. We can be sanctuary for each other, for ourselves. We can have a place that we go to. I used to have, years ago, whenever I was getting tired of the concrete, just expanse of Los Angeles, living in Los Feliz or wherever I was living at the time, I would get into my little Honda Civic with the dent on the side that I never got repaired, 10 years of owning the car, more. And I would take my car and I'd drive up the 101 and I would go to the same place every time. I would go, if you take Malibu Canyon all the way to PCH, right where they intersect, Pepperdine's on your right? My sanctuary, you could see a big giant cross. You can make that of it what you will. But the park across the street, there's a baseball field there. And then beyond the baseball field, there's this mound that overlooks the ocean. And you can go there and you can hear the waves crashing. And I would go there and I would take a book, or I'd take a pad and paper and write, or I would just sit and do nothing. And for me, that was my sanctuary. So the power of sanctuary is real. But here's the thing. So we established that that sanctuary is not a physical place, right? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? Okay. So why, then, are we commanded to build one? Why do we read for 4 of the next 5 weeks in painstaking detail about the building of this place that God's not even going to live in? Because God lives amongst us. Well, there are a couple of reasons as to, yeah, I know. So there are a couple of reasons. First off, let's look at what happened again at Mount Sinai. I'm excited too. Let's look at what happened, right? God and Moses, they have this moment. It's beautiful. But what else happens at Mount Sinai? Moses goes up to the mountain for 40 days, and we haven't read this part yet, but Moses goes up to the mountain for 40 days, and what happens? People get scared. They get scared that Moses doesn't come back, and so they build something else. They build what? A golden calf, right? They build something physical, something tangible, as as something to worship or as a conduit to God, right? We're told that the golden calf wasn't necessarily an idol, but it was a messenger. It was a conduit. It was between us and God. So clearly, we need something. The rabbis say that the Mishkan, the tabernacle that we build, the sanctuary, is the anti-golden calf. It's a tshuva, it's a whatever you want to call it, but it's not for God. It's for us. God doesn't need a place to live, but we need a place to direct ourselves. We have moments of Sinai where we have these God shots, these spiritual epiphanies, when the brokenness goes away. But we don't live at Sinai. We don't live in that moment. So we have the sanctuary because we need a reminder of what we can accomplish. We need a reminder of that holy moment. It's not enough to experience the moment of divinity. It's not enough to have an aha moment. It's what we do afterwards. It's the actions we take, spurred on. I don't know that an epiphany leads to real change on its own. I don't think it does. But an epiphany followed up by action, followed up by routine, right? We have a bunch of people here wearing the same t-shirt, right? Jillian brilliantly explained why, because of this marathon. Now, those of you that are training for the marathon, you're training, right? You're running, you're doing all of this stuff to get prepared because you can't just expect to go 26.6 miles. You can't expect to just hit the heights. So we can't expect to hit Sinai without training. So we need some sort of discipline. And whether it's meditation or prayer, daily prayer, we need something. Something that is our sanctuary, something that is our routine, that brings us back and enables us to reach the divine. So whatever it is, we need to find it. Right? We had this whole conversation earlier today about spiritual and religious. We need to be able to experience every day a little bit. Every day a little sense of God. And sometimes we can hit the heights. Rabbi Elliot Dorff talks about prayer. He compares it to baseball. Right? He prays every day. Sometimes he gets up to bat and he hits a foul ball. Sometimes he prays and it's not so, they're just words. But other times he prays and it's a home run. It's this amazing moment. And that only happens if we allow ourselves to come back. So it's great that we're all here tonight for Shabbat. but what do you take home when you're not here? This is a great sanctuary. And how do we keep it when we're not here? How do we keep it alive? What do we do in our daily lives, in our personal lives, to stay in spiritual shape? Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to ask you all to please rise for the Baruch Hu.
Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Ba'er. Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Ba'er.
You may be seated. All right. Shh. We're coming to the Shema. I know you front row people are very excited about what comes next. Before we say the Shema, we're going to take a moment. We're going to breathe. So I'm asking you to put your feet flat on the floor. I'm going to ask you to uncross your arms if they're crossed. Try to loosen up a little bit. Close your eyes. Have a straight but relaxed back. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Yeah, whoa. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right. So, meditation is meditation. We've spoken about it before, but I want to we talked earlier today in our ethics about community. So how do we meditate in community? One of the ways to do that is to send out feelings of kindness and support to other people. So I want you to think of someone who, when you picture them in your mind, there's somebody who makes you smile. And I want you to send them loving kindness. As you breathe in and out, I'm going to say a word. You can repeat it. Repeat the phrase silently yourself. May you be safe and secure. May you be happy and content. May you be whole and complete. And may your mind, body, and spirit be at peace. And think about those words about safety, of happiness, and how we want other people to be happy just as we want that for ourselves. The Shema is about love for God. And as we say the Shema, let's try to hold on to that love just a little bit.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom,
Can't make this hard.
yaseh shalom,
Can't make this
shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Yeah, but I grew up for sure. I've been thinking less about making more. Lot of shit would change a year or two ago. I've been making moves and planning these shows. Learning how to navigate this shit freely. I ain't got no time to take my life breezy. Aim small, miss small, it's that easy. Watching all my demons and they swimming deep beneath me, yeah. Face the shit on my life. I've been trying to make it through all these lies. I know baby waiting all on my line. I know they wanna hate erasing my time. I feel like my play is on repeat. You spend all your days in disbelief. I've been thinking ways of treating greed with buying shit to take my mind off what I
Yaseh
what I need.
shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Give it up for Max. Take it a little lower for right now from that high. I remember one of my teachers, Rav Landis, he said, even when there's nobody in the room, there's still somebody in the room. And so we're going to take a moment to think of and remember and honor those people who are not in the room, but are in the room. So we remember the lives of Joel Adkin, Yitzhak Dasa, Sheila Ellman, Sherry Fishman, David Foster, Glenn Goss, Faye Pollock, Joan Praver, Patricia Reichman, Barry Rose, Daniel Rosen, Mordechai Sasportas, Sarah Schmidt, Bernie Shapiro, Joanne Snyder, Trevor Stefani, Steve Stewart, Stanley Tashman, Wilson Thacker, Lou Weiss. And we also remember the Yortzites of Larry Schwartz, Mayor Kovitz, Sally Kirshner, Sophie Zepkin, Bunny Wallach, Julia Moulin Browner, Timothy Dennis Ford, David Shapiro, Claire Rinman, Lillian Scarf, Bernard Snyder, Stanley Owens, and Marilyn Cove. And if there's anybody else we're remembering, please stand up, say their names, and if And just like our Beit Shuva community, if there's somebody standing alone, please stand beside them. When I come around, please say their name. Okay. You guys over there? Oh, we'll come back.
Both my dads, Jerry and Moses, are alive.
Glenn Goss, Barry Rose, Joan Paper, Marilyn Code.
Miss somebody? Yeah.
My father, Herb Sutton, and my grandmother, Sarah Ross.
My mother, Lillian Sharp.
My grandmother, Fanny Epstein.
Frederick Sutton, Jenny Sutton, Glenn Goss, and Andy Carr. Neil Berlinski.
Did I get everybody? Oh.
Glenn Goss. Goss.
So we all say together, Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divarach iruteh ve'amlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv ve'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam l'olmei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar, troman v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the memories of those that we have lost be not forgotten, and know that they are, even though they're not in here physically, their spirit still is with us. Amen. Birthdays, come on up. We got quite a few birthdays, so a lot to celebrate. So come on up, all of you. Nate's going to give you a blessing.
That's right.
And then you got something to celebrate.
All right. Right here, so everyone can hear you. You guys see that? Yeah. Okay. We're going to start together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
O Lord my God, I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril and kept me alive. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hagomel chayim tovot shigamalani kol tov. Praise are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good beyond our deserving, and who has dealt me
with them.
Who has dealt
Everyone. Mi shigamalchem kol tov, hu yikolchem kol tov selah. May that which caused you good always bestow goodness upon you. Amen. All right, so cakes, hold there. The 5 of you spread out the length of the stage here. All right, spread out all the way down. Now bring the cakes in. Here, all the way down. Spread out. Spread them.
That force is too real.
All right, everyone who wants to give these fine people a cake, come on up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Dear David, Joe, Dan, Alex, Richie, and Greg.
Happy birthday
To you. And coming back sober.
Devin, you're up. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Devin, and I'm a grateful member of this community. Hi, I want to say that a year ago, I took a cake for this same birthday, and I decided to go out for a day. And I came back. I got a text message from my counselor, Earl, and he said, Devin, come home. And it was the nicest text message I got because, you know what? I was having a lot of shame about going out, and I said, well, you know what would be a shame is if I don't come back. And so I came back, and I am so grateful that I am here. I want to thank Beit Teshuvah, Rabbi Harriet, for having this place. And I want to thank my mom and my 6 friends that, 6 people showed up for me tonight, but I really want to thank my mom for being there for me. And my friends Sabrina and Rachel, Anton, Kevin, and Lori. 6 people came here tonight and took time out of their day for me, which is a really big deal because time is very precious. But thank you guys, I love you. And I want to say that I took a quantum healing class here when I first got here from Fanny, and she asked me this question: why do you keep, what is the feeling that is causing you to keep using? And so when I got to Beit Teshuvah, I've been thinking of this this question over and over again. And over the past year especially, I've really been finding those reasons why. And so I just want to say that 2 years ago, I was sleeping on the street, and I came here and I had an interview, and I didn't have a phone to do a phone interview, so I just showed up unannounced, and they took me and they spoke to me, and they asked me to come back the next day, and I think this place is amazing, and it saved my life. And Beit Teshuvah has helped me see hope again in the light, and I was going to bed at night before this place, not wanting to wake up in the morning, and I don't feel like that anymore. And I'm so grateful. So thank you so much, and thank you for celebrating my birthday.
Hi guys, I'm Joe, grateful member of this community. Sitting next to my beautiful fiance, and she asked me, "Are you excited?" And I said, "No, I actually don't like being in the spotlight, but I come here 3 years last month, thank God, and I come here to express gratitude to Beit Teshuvah, to the donors, and to let guys know and girls know that it is possible. I came here not a pot to piss in, through alternative sentencing. My interview, I couldn't look up at the amazing woman who actually is like a sister to me, like today. I couldn't string together a sentence. I had no life skills, and I was scholarshiped here. I couldn't even convince people to pay for my ticket from New York to here because I had burnt every bridge and had no one in my life. 3 years later, thank God, I'm able to give back. The different thing for guys that are in the treatment center now, the difference when I came to treatment 3 years ago to the other 7 or 8 times I went to treatment, I decided that I was just going to listen to everything and finally stop trying to reinvent the wheel and try this program that has worked for millions of people. And if I was miserable after 6 months, I would just take my life. That was my plan. Thank God I have freedom and happiness that beyond my wildest dreams, and life is amazing. So first of all, to the people who are donating to Beit Teshuvah, I am an attestment to what you do here. This is an amazing, amazing program. Thank you, Rabbi and Harriet, really for making this possible, and that's it.
Well, I only had 4 people show up, so way to make me feel all small, Devin. No, as the week goes on, I tend to think about what this is going to be like and go over everything that I'm going to say and how it's going to be funny and memorable. And then I get up here and all I'm left with is cat. That's pretty much it. 3 years ago, I came here completely shattered. That's what people told me, that basically I didn't smile for the first 3 months. And it was very painful. But luckily, through the power of this place and my gratitude for the donors, Rabbi, Harriet, my treatment team, Darren, Earl, Rabbi Mikhael, I've gone through some heavy shit and have been able to stay sober through all of it. And the residents. I'm now a therapist here. Right. And the clients, you guys make my life you fill it with so much joy. You are all extremely entertaining, which sucks because everything else in my life gets turned down. Like, if someone's telling me about their week, I really just, on the outside, I just don't care. It's not that exciting to me. I want to hear about how someone was drunk one day and punched a police horse in the face. That's what I kind of need. So in conclusion, I'd also like to thank my friends that came up. We went through the house together. We've been through a lot of different things together. They've stopped what they're doing to help me when I've really needed it. And together we've stood on the lip overlooking a pit of hell, and we've came through it because we could lean on each other. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Richie. I'm a grateful member of this community. This is wild. 6 years I had, from like 2004 to 2013, I had 6 days of sobriety across that whole span, and I remember that. So it's a very special number for me. Thank you, Harriet, for your leadership and this place. Like, I mean, how do you even describe it? This has been an amazing experience for me coming through here. Rabbi, for, when I'm being stupid, just your sage advice, like, don't be stupid, It's been groundbreaking for me, stuff like that. So. Your friendship has meant a lot to me, really. Heschel and everything that we've done together since I've been in the house has been so huge to me. Thank you to Greg for being an example of a sober man that I can follow, my sponsor. To my niece and my sister who dropped me off at the steps here, like lovingly, but dropped me on the steps here, crying their eyeballs out, freaking out. I don't know what's going on, but fix them. And so they had a big hand in saving my life. This place saved my life, but without them bringing me here, I wouldn't have gotten here. I had no idea about this place. My niece did some research and was like, what about this place? So thank you guys. To Dominic from Mad City and the community that you've built, and to my girlfriend, Maddie, for recognizing that I am still a work in progress, and for being just an incredible person to share so much of my life with. Thank you to Ben Boyd for being a guy who I met here, and we started a company together. And Ben was, a heroin addict from North Carolina, and I was a tweaker who had been ruining his life here in LA, and we came together and we built something amazing. So, it's because of this place. Like, there's no other way I would have what I have today if it wasn't for Beit Shuva. If you're struggling, if you're in here and you got like 50 days or 100 days sober and you're like, I don't know what's next, like, that's okay. Find your tribe. That's what I did. I found the people who I loved and the people I looked up to and the people who knew a little bit more than me, and some were dummies and some knew less than me, and we all came together as a group, and we did this as a team. And a lot of those guys aren't with us anymore. But for those of us who are willing to do anything to keep this thing under our belt, you can do it, man. It's really simple. And so, no other community is better than Beit Shuva to do that. So thank you guys.
Greg, alcoholic. I want to thank my mom and Rick for coming to support me every year. Mark and Harriet, obviously, thank you guys very much for creating a space for a guy like me to come when I needed help a couple times, 3 times to be exact. Yeah, a lot of people lost a lot of money on me. I was not the most likely to succeed around here. And when I got 1 year, man, that was like insane. I couldn't get 10 hours away from drink and drug. And, I grew up in a really, great, I don't have any reason to blame alcoholism or drug addiction. It was just there, and it happened. And when I first was at Beit Shuva, the first 3, 4, 5 months, it was really dark for me. I did not want to be here. I was really hopeless, really dark and hopeless. And I remember sitting on the front porch of Lake Street, and this guy named Richard, I don't even know if he is around or if he remembers this moment, but I was sitting there and I was just super desperate, really sure that everything wasn't going to be okay. And he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, Greg, everything's going to be all right. And for some reason, I don't know why, I believed him, and so now it wasn't like me against the world. It was me and Richard against the world, and he breathed hope into me, and that was kind of the beginning. And I've had an amazing 23 years. Like, I want to be honest and tell you guys that the last few months I've been really struggling. I've been going into it pretty deep, and drinking or getting high has not even been on my radar. Like, you guys taught me, my feet just sort of go to meetings. That they do it automatically. And my hand just sort of picks up the phone and calls people and reaches out, and I answer the phone. Even when I don't want to answer the phone, I answer the phone. And you guys introduced me to Alcoholics Anonymous, and Alcoholics Anonymous introduced me to this new way of life, and I love Beit Shuva, so thank you.
Mazal Tov to all the birthdays and many, many more. And there are also those who are still in need of healing. And so we say a blessing for those who are in need of healing in both body and of spirit. And if there's somebody on your mind and your heart who you want to send a prayer of healing, just go ahead and shout it out. Residents too need healing, that's right. And we'll sing the Misha Berach prayer.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Ve'Leah Yivarech Virapeh et HaCholim Elna Refanallah Elna Refanallah Elna Refanallah Elna Refanallah Misha Berach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel Ve'Leah Uyivarech Virapeh et HaCholim.
Ooh, all right. For those who are maybe watching on live stream, if you're not in good health, we send you recovery, wishes for recovery, and to all those in our community as well. Announcements. So, Purse Project, March 22nd at 11 a.m. Residents of and community at BTS are invited to help pack bags. Now, it says Purse Project. You should know they're not like purses. They're look, it's personal hygiene products. We go and we give them out to people who in need. Okay, so Dana, do you have anything going on Saturday night? Yeah, all right. A funny thing happened. Round 2 this Saturday night at 7 p.m. You're doing it, right? Yep. Where's Cameron? You're performing, right? Cameron's performing, right? Bob, you're performing. All right. We'll see you there, 7 p.m. Suggested donation $18. Frank Sinatra Shabbat. That's your favorite.
It's my favorite.
That's your favorite. Yeah.
It's my favorite.
March 20th.
Oh, yes.
March 20th. How to have the best Seder ever. Join me as I guide you through the Seder. If you're hosting a Seder and you want if you're hosting a Seder or you're going to a Seder and you want to have new stuff that you haven't used at a Seder before, it's a 2-week class, March 25th and April 1st, Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 8. LA Marathon, thank you, Jillian. It's March 8th, a week from Sunday. Wait, hold on. We're still looking for sponsors, and also we're having a block party. If you want more information, ask Jillian. Monday, March 9th from 6:30 to 8, Dr. Sergio's Neighborhood. It's Purim, everybody. Come in costume, come one, come all. We're going to have a great Purim. We're going to have a ball. All right. Family Education and Support Group every second and last Wednesday of the month from 6 to 7. Also, Family Immersion. There's one next week, but also the next Family Immersion is June 10th through 12th. For more information, please contact Elena Bahar. Elena Bahar. Talent Show, Saturday, March 28th. Somebody get Rabbi Mark a challah, please. So, Saturday, March 20th, or Harriet, whichever. Annual Talent Show, Havdalah, 6:30, followed by the show at 7. Suggested donation, $18. Contact Laura Bagish for more information. Membership, not too late to join. Whoa, not too late to join our community, our congregation, the membership of Beit Tshuva. Another thing you can contact Jillian for. Now you can turn it. Choir members wanted. Mondays at 6. Contact Laura for more information. Can't join us for services? Go to beitshuva.org/live and live stream our service.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Nate's mom. Pets at services. Do not bring your pets in the dining area, including the food line. Dinner. When you're done, all right, we're going to have this turned over, so make sure we can allow space for people to turn over. Bereavement Process Group, next group will be on March 4th, Wednesday from 7 to 8:30. For more information, please contact Darren Fond. All right. Ozi Vizimrat, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Thea, you're going to help me. Let's do this. All right. So this side of the room is going to do like I do, and that side of the room is going to do like Thea does. Let's all stand up and join in community together.
Well, once the slide shows up.
V'zimraria vaya hili lishua ozi v'zimraria vaya hili lishua Going up.
Going down.
Ozi v'zimradia vaya hili lishua Ozi v'zimradia vaya hili lishua.
We're going to close with Kiddush and Motzi. It's nice and full for you, Nate.
All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'ratzah banu v'shabbat kodsho be'ava uv'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'chata v'yotanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uv'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
All right.
All right, grab a hold of that challah. Find somebody.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody.